All right, what is up, guys? I am back with kind of a different video this time. Today, we are going to be talking about Black Ops 6, which comes out on the 25th. It's currently the 21st right now, so we're really getting there. But yeah, let's talk about that.
Clear to engage.
All right. First thing I wanted to talk about was the maps. Alright, this has been, I know, well, I'm not gonna say like controversy, but people have been like talking about it, you know, by the fact that people don't really have the best opinions on the maps, I think, which, I mean, I like them. I don't know, they look nice in my opinion. I could really care less about like how crazy they, I mean, who doesn't like a good map? Yeah, but it's nothing to like lose my mind over if it's not like too good, you know. I like it though, especially the first map. I think that's called Terminus, maybe. I think that's what it's called. That one's really cool. I think it was supposed to be like the biggest map they've, not the biggest map, but it's one of the biggest maps that they've had, which is pretty cool to think about. No, I don't know. Some people like the really big maps and some people like the smaller maps. I'm more of a fan of the smaller zombies maps, but a big map is still pretty fun. I'll still have fun, you know? I don't really care too much. I think it's cool. The other map, I don't really remember what it's called too much. But it's more like, I don't know, it's like a neighborhood, I think. Something like that. It's like a town or a neighborhood. Don't really know too much. I'm not too crazy about it. I know that's the one most people have been talking about not liking, by the fact that there's not really too much atmosphere is what people have been talking about. Some people have said it even looks like Warzone. I'm pretty sure they've updated like the atmosphere, made it more foggy, and I've added more to the background, like random corpses and like trash and everything, and which is cool. It's nice that they're listening to the feedback on all that. So that's good to know. But yeah, I also, another thing I've heard about is the salvage in Cold War, which I'm probably going to be referencing a lot. They've basically taken out the rare salvage, and now there's just normal basic salvage, which I wonder how that's gonna go. I don't know. Seems like it might not be too bad. I mean, it's a weird change I didn't really see coming. Also, another thing people complained about was like the HUD. And they've heard that too, and have tweaked the HUD a little bit from last time. You're able to edit all that, and I think they've just made like changes in just how the map looks normally. Or not map, the HUD. So that's also cool. That's good to know. Let's talk about gobblegums though. That is also something that's coming back from Black Ops 3, which is pretty cool, in my opinion. I've always been a fan of Black Ops 3, as you can see I'm playing it right now. But, yeah, it's cool that those are back. I've always liked those, never really seen an issue with them. Apparently, there's some new ones, and some returning. Some of them are, like, we just don't really know about. I think they have a list out about the gobblegums, but I don't know. I know, Perkaholic is one of the returning ones. I know Crate Power and Wall Power. You can still have like 5 per loadout and everything. Oh yeah, there was a change they made to gobblegums, which is instead of how it normally was, which it's just you would pick up the gobblegum from the machine, and then when you want to use it, you would press a button, and then you'd eat the gobblegum. But now, I think they changed it to where this might just be a visual change, to where now just when you pick up the gobblegum, you just pop that thing right in your mouth. You just eat it up right away, which, I don't know. That's interesting. I don't know if that's a visual thing or if that actually will have a part to play in the game. Wonder weapons. Let's talk about those. Ray gun's back. That's basically the only returning one that I know of. I think that the D machine might be back, but not too sure. I wouldn't trust me on that one. Who knows? They have a new one though. Can't remember the name of it, but it's got a lot of different features and everything. They showed it off in the Terminus gameplay. Like I said, Terminus is the map I'm most looking forward to. Also, I like the change they made where you are actually having 2 maps at launch. That's pretty cool. I know in Cold War, they only had 1 map at launch, which was D Machine. But this time they got 2. I like that. It's nice that they're like at least like they might not meet all expectations, but they're at least trying. Instead of how old Call of Duty was, where you had to buy all the DLC maps. I know it's slower now to bring out these new maps because it's all free. It's not like you're buying these maps, so it takes longer to work on this stuff. Also, they have a new mode coming out called Director Mode, I think is Directed Mode, which guides you through the story. Or, well, the Easter egg, I should say. Which I think is pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people complain about that too. And I don't really get that. Because, I mean, it is an option. You don't have to do that. Like, I don't know. I think it's kind of weird that people complain about stuff like that. Because, yeah, it's a choice thing. You're not forced to select that. And apparently, that's a mode that won't even be available day 1. That's something, like, you have to wait maybe a week after the maps are out to get into that. Which is also pretty cool, because it gives those, like, it gives the real, like, Easter egg type people a chance to figure it out for themselves before it's really, like, spread everywhere online and everything. Let's talk about, perks. So, there's a new perk, Melee Macchiato is what it's called. That perk, it looks pretty cool, in my opinion. I don't know how much I'm going to use it, because I feel like it's a risky one, but basically what it does is it makes all your zombie melees, for as far as I know, just base zombies. I don't know about, like, the other, like, mini-bosses and, like, insects and everything. All those types of zombies. But it makes all your zombie kills, or melees, one-shot. Seems a little risky to me. You know? Like, if you have a big horde behind you, even if your melee's one-shot, I feel like it would be pretty easy to just die. But yeah, that's still pretty cool. They got the Wonder Phase machine still here, as of right now, at least. And I mean, everybody loves that. It's the Wonder Phase machine. But that had a little change made. The Wonder Phase machine, that was something people also complained about. The fact that it was just instantly available in Cold War, like, for everybody to get right away. But now, the Wonder Phase machine will be locked until after round 25. Which, I think that's a good thing. It forces you to really explore the map and see what's, like, I don't know. It forces you to explore and find where the perks are, which is a good thing because, I mean, they want people to check out what they've made. There's probably other reasons for it, but yeah, that's a good thing. Probably gonna be doing a lot of, like, camo grinding in zombies. And, you know, tips, just having fun, seeing how long I can last. Just normal stuff, really. Nothing crazy. I will be doing some multiplayer and stuff, too. Just not nearly as much as zombies. I've always been more of a zombies fan compared to multiplayer. The only multiplayer thing I've really found myself doing is camo grinding. That I like. I've always liked camo grinding, which also has a change in Black Ops 6. In multiplayer and zombies. I think you don't have to get the gun to max level to start camo grinding now. That has been changed. I don't know how that's going to play out, but it has been changed. We'll see what's up with that. That's interesting. I think it... I don't know how crazy I am about that idea, because I like the challenge, you know? I like how hard it is to grind camos and stuff. And I feel like that puts a little bit of a dampener on it. Another thing about zombies that I found out, the Pack-a-Punch box, or Pack-a-Punch machine. Normally, well, I can't really say normally, but in Cold War, they had it to where when in the Pack-a-Punch machine, there was like a whole menu that popped up and everything, and you were able to like customize ammo mods and everything. They've taken that away, as far as I know. That is gone. They've changed it to where now it's just a button you click on the Pack-a-Punch that will just Pack-a-Punch your stuff for it. There's no pop-up menu anymore. And they've completely taken ammo mods out of that system. They're still in the game, just you don't do it at the Pack-a-Punch menu anymore. Because it doesn't exist. Now, they've brought it to the arsenal. That's where you will add ammo mods, which is an interesting little detail. It'll take a little bit of time for me to get used to, but it's not too crazy. Now let's talk about something else that was newly added to zombies. Augments. They basically had this in Cold War. They had a more simplified version of it where you can just use these like aether crystals that you got from just playing rounds, and you spent those to upgrade your perks, ammo mods, all that stuff. They're keeping that, but they've tweaked it a little bit. Now, they changed it to where it is augments. And you can have one minor and one major augment, which is kind of cool. There's like a whole skill tree of different ones you can get. As far as I know, I think you still get points for that. I think the way you get them is changed too now. You select a specific thing, like a specific perk or something you want to level up to be able to upgrade that in a match, and then killing things, surviving rounds, that levels up your perk and everything to do that. I like it better than just hope to God I find this random aether crystal, because it's random what type you get. As it used to be, like, there was like a normal, a rare, and then like a super rare, and it was kind of annoying because it was a random chance which one you would get after surviving a certain amount of rounds, and I didn't really care for that too much. But yeah, augments are a pretty cool detail though. I can't wait to see how that goes. Seems pretty cool. There's a lot. I think they said like there was over 100 augments in the game, and this is launch. This isn't even like for the whole Black Ops 6 forever. This is just what we have now, so it can get better. They can add way more. But yeah, as of right now, there's I think 6 for each perk, each ammo mod. I think they're still doing it to where you can upgrade weapon types. As far as I know, there's still an unlimited perk limit you can have as well. Let's talk about field upgrades though. So, I think not all of them are returning. There's 4 returning ones and 1 new one. And this is just at launch. So, they have Aether Shroud, which is, I think, like a fan favorite. A lot of people like Aether Shroud. All of these are from Cold War. Dark Flare is an ability where you make a massive energy beam that just penetrates through everything. It shoots a damage type called shadow damage, which is pretty interesting. It shoots a beam of that just, like I said, penetrates through all the zombies in your line of sight. Don't know if that works for bosses too, but who knows? We'll see. Field upgrades also have been tweaked just a little bit. You can now swap between different ones mid-game, which, I don't know. I feel like that was already in the game. I feel like you were able to change your loadout and whatever little field upgrade was equipped. That would change too. But I guess it's easier now. You can just change it at any time in the middle of a match, which, I don't know. I guess for some people that might be good. I don't know how much I'm going to actually use that. I feel like I'm probably going to forget pretty quickly. It's pretty cool, though. Oh, another change with the gobblegums, though. Apparently, they don't cost anymore, though. It's on a timer system now. So now you just click the button and it'll go on a timer, but that timer will instantly reset at the start of each round. Like where it is made instantly free to grab it, now the timer will just reset, which I think it's kind of neat. I feel like the timer has to be just a little bit long though, or else, I don't know, it might just be too easy to get it, you know? Like, I don't know. I feel like there should be some challenge in with it. Also, they are now earnable just at any point by playing the game, surviving rounds, killing things. They're easily earnable. I think normally you would, at least here in Black Ops 3, you would get tokens, to be able to spin the machine to get new gobblegums. But now, you just get them randomly. Like how, the aether shards or aether crystals that you would get to be able to upgrade your stuff, like that, how that used to be. you would get that by surviving rounds and playing, but now you get random gobblegum by surviving and playing. Also, just wanted to sneak in that apparently you're going to be able to buy them in the Call of Duty store now. They'll just be like in random packs. So, I guess that's something. I want to talk about what all perks are actually in the game as of right now. Well, as of 4 days, of course. So we have Quick Revive, Jug, Speed Cola, Deadshot Daiquiri, Stamina Up, PhD Flopper. They have Elemental Pop and the new one I was talking about, Melee Macchiato. They did make a little bit of a change there. That was mainly Macchiato. With PhD Flopper, I know that is what it used to be, as far as I know, up until Cold War, where they changed it into PhD Slider. And they might, I mean, who knows? I don't know if they've changed it back fully. But I noticed that they changed the name back to PhD Flopper. So, I don't know if that's implying that they've completely redone the perk back to how it used to be, or if it's just a name thing. And maybe they combined it where it does the PhD Flopper stuff and the PhD Slider stuff. Who knows? Now let's talk about the ammo mods again. I brought up that they had the new one. It's shadow damage. I mean, that's not what it's called, but that's what it deals. It deals shadow damage. I know it's bullets that deal shadow damage, obviously, and you have a chance to warp the zombies you shoot through a black hole that'll teleport them into the sky. Which is pretty crazy. And this isn't random, that's just like every time you shoot, the bullets have a chance to teleport the zombie through a black hole in the sky. I like that a lot. That seems really cool. I feel like could be really fun. I don't think they took out any of the old ammo mods. I'm pretty sure they brought them all back. They have Brain Rot, Cryo Freeze, Dead Wire, and Napalm Burst. So, those are all the same. I think for the first time ever, they also have, at least in Terminus, there's vehicles. Not too many, it's just boats. But it's still pretty crazy. You pay Essence, which is your currency, to be able to ride around on a boat to get to different parts of the map. Because, like I said, this map is big. It's one of the biggest maps in Zombies history. And yeah, you use that boat to get to different parts of the map. And that's pretty sick, in my opinion. I feel like that can be a little confusing, but I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Let's talk about power-ups, though. Surprisingly, they actually took out one of the power-ups. I can't really remember what it's called. I know what it is, but yeah. Something else that I thought was interesting, though, they also added a new enemy type. I mentioned it earlier, but they've added bugs to the game. I think, as far as I'm concerned, how it works is, once you get to a certain point, every zombie you kill, not every, but every now and then, a zombie you kill will turn into a bug. And if you don't kill that bug in a certain amount of time, that bug will evolve into an even stronger one. Which is pretty cool. It's nice to see them expand a bit on, like, zombie types. I always like when we see new types of zombies. I'm not really too crazy on the zombie games where they, like, completely have it where it's only one random new zombie type. But when it's normal, and then they have others, I think it can be pretty cool. I think it is pretty cool. The last thing I want to mention is they've added another change to the game where now, you remember armor. In Cold War, you were able to buy that off the, off the little, upgrade machine. And that was something you can put in. They've made multiple changes to armor. Now, like Warzone almost, you actually have to plate up that armor. It's not just there on you instantly once you pick it up. I've seen people complain about that it's like too similar to Warzone and stuff. But I think that change makes sense, in my opinion. I feel like that's, like, why wasn't it always like that? It's not really a good thing that you have to actually manually put it on, but I feel like that should have been a thing, because it's armor plates. Like, it's just normal armor. You still have to put it on. I don't know why that wasn't a thing. But that's been changed. You have to do it manually. And another thing, you can now buy armor off the walls. It's a wall buy. You can buy level 2 and level 3 armor off walls, which is kind of cool. I feel like it makes it almost a bit too easy. I don't know. I'm still a bit iffy on that. Like, I feel like can't you just camp by the armor on the wall and hope to God you have money? I don't know. It seems a little easy. I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll cost like a ridiculous amount of money to be able to buy it. Who knows? I hope it does. I hope there's at least some challenge to being able to buy armor off the walls, so it's not just easily like you could find a camp spot. Because I can imagine high round strategies could just turn out you camping by armor on the wall to forever be able to just replenish your armor so you never die. Even though, I mean, okay, now that I think about it, I mean, that wouldn't even work too much, because, I mean, if you have buddies to protect you while you're replating, that's different, but I forgot, you have to manually replate now, so that does change it a little bit. But, yeah, well, I guess for now, that'll be it. I'm probably not going to make another Call of Duty video until Black Ops 6 comes out, which I cannot wait. I'm going to be posting that day one. That's how ready I am going to be for that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more zombies and Black Ops 6 gameplay. And, well, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!